Hello, welcome back YouTube. Hmm, After all that intro, I had really hoped to be making a different video than this one. Yeah, I'm not going to do the whole looking sad and then surprise trifecta. Unfortunately, no, there will be no surprise. I didn't pass the whole thing today, unfortunately. I passed my pre-trip. Did very well in that. I got, you have to do the coupling and lights, and again, it's a random, but I drew trailer, which is pretty easy one. But I'm pretty confident on the whole pre-trip, and I did well on. You have to also do the in-cab, and I did that well too. So very couple points out of all of it on the whole thing. I did really well on the pre-trip. Backing, I didn't get through the backing. I got 2 out of 3, and I had really hoped I wouldn't pull alley dock. If you watch my last video, it's the one backing that I just wasn't feeling 100%. There's a little part there where, I get a little screwy in my head, the left and right thing. So I almost had it at the end. I just timed out. What had happened on the, anyway, let me back up. I did my straight back, did that fine. I did my my offset. Those are the 2 requisite ones. Offset, I did have to do a pull-up, but not a big deal. But I got my offset. And then, of course, then you get the random, you either have to do parallel or an alley dock. And I was really hoping for parallel, because I've had a lot better luck with parallel than the alley dock I was getting, but it had been a bit of a struggle. But anyway, yeah, I just kind of got off my markers early on the alley dock. And for those of you that haven't done this, it's hard to explain. You've got, let's see if I can try. You've got your parking space, and you've got your truck. An alley dock is where you bend around and try to back into the hole, but there's a perimeter that you can't break around the outside. And I got kind of jammed in. I was working the truck around, and there's a mid part there where my instincts are still kind of telling me to go one way and I should be going the other. And I got kind of jammed close to that boundary line, and I never really recovered from that. I did a couple pull-ups that weren't real helpful. I kind of ended up in the same jam. So I was beyond all my free pull-ups. When you take pull-ups beyond that, it's a point. And I just basically, on the third one, I tried to get as close back to the starting position as I could, and try to get in there. And that was going okay. I was having a little trouble, but towards the end there, to my shock, I honestly had, by that time I was thinking, it just ain't going to happen. I'm not going to be able to get it in there. To my shock, I actually was somewhat on target. I think I might have been able to pull it off. I had the back end in the parking space. It was a little tight to one side, but I think I could have worked it out. But unfortunately, there's a 15-minute time limit, and I timed out on it. So, unfortunately, it's not the end of the story that I wanted to give with this video. But and there's a lesson in it. I'm sure. That if at first you don't succeed, try again. And I will. I've got another try on Thursday. I don't have to do the pre-trip again. It starts right with backing, and then I'll get to the driving, assuming I do okay. And I've got pad time scheduled for tomorrow. Eric and I will work on refining. I want to definitely work a lot on the alley dock. There's a point in that thing where I just get confused, and that's throwing me off. So I want to work on that. But I also, one thing I learned, and I guess I'll pass this off, but it's kind of a no-brainer. It's a little different story when you got somebody sitting out there with a clipboard, and call it whatever you want, test anxiety, things like that. I don't know what it is. There's no excuse, certainly. I need more work on it, obviously. But it's a little different, and even the easier skills, there is a nerve factor that, even my straight back, I did it. I got it fine. But it was probably my sloppiest one ever, and I think that just has to do with nerves. So anyway, it'll happen, Although I will also say, when you don't trifecta on the first day, the pressure goes up. I think you get basically 3 tries. I think there's a possibility for more. You can I guess your trainers, but I've heard that there's like an appeal process for more if you're if you've shown a lot of promise in other areas. But I certainly hope. I do not want to go to the third trial and have that kind of pressure on me. But I'm feeling the pressure now. I've got 2 more tests that I got to pass. So, the pad time tonight. I want to feel good. I felt good on the parallel. I guess night before last, or I'm losing track of what we've done last few days. But felt good with the parallel. Felt good with the offset. Certainly the straight line back. That alley duck, I just never got to the point where I felt confident, and that was the one that tripped me up today. So we'll be doing some more practice tonight, and hopefully I'd like to get to a place on that. So that middle section of that, I don't have to think so much. I get to that point, and it just, I've talked about I'm pretty good at driving the back, but there's something with the way that jack knifes that it's a kink in my think, and I need to work through that. So that's my update. I do want to thank. I got a lot of comments, a lot of well wishes, a lot of "you got this," comments and things, and I appreciate them, and I'm going to save them for next time. They got me through the pre-trip, so thank you. I'm one step closer. So anyway, wish I could give you better news, and I wish I could say I'm super positive and feeling great, but this sucks. It just does. And if you hit this point, it just sucks after everything you've done to just not pull it off at the end the way you want to. There's no getting around it. It's not a pleasant feeling. So, but I'll stick with it. We'll get it. I'll go into Thursday much more confident, and we'll get it done. But anyway, again, I want to thank all of you guys for watching, and thank you to those of you that sent your well wishes and messages to me. I appreciate every single one of them. And like I said, I'm putting them in my pocket, and I'm going to take them with me on Thursday. So be well, everybody, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.